Transform your creative ideas into truly unique and memorable experiences. We offer comprehensive audiovisual production, professional photography, seamless streaming services, and expertly organized events, all located right in the vibrant heart of Naples. Discover more at www.btudio. SWFL, be sure to follow us on Instagram and become a part of our vibrant and growing community.
Anthony Riccici Masonry, with over 30 years of experience providing high-quality masonry work. If you're looking for construction finishes, we are your solution. We offer you quality for your projects, both interior and exterior. Anthony Riccici Masonry, supporting soccer in Naples. Contact us at 239-454-4470. LG Team. Thinking about selling your house? Sell or buy your home with confidence at LG Home Team. Professional aesthetic preparation, professional staging that transforms your property. High-quality photography. Official sponsor of 239 Football Naples. One Way Auto Care, your trusted workshop in Naples, Florida. Maintenance, repairs, and diagnostics with the best personalized service. Your car always safe, fast, and in the best hands. Learn more at One Way OOC.
Collier Builders Group CBG Naples, your partner in high-standard residential remodeling and design in Naples, Florida.
We create custom-made spaces with excellence and style, thinking of every detail in every home. This project is presented by 239 Football Naples.
CGPS accounting service in the heart of Golden Gate. More than 15 years offering accounting and tax services, taxes, bookkeeping, payroll, notary services, and more. Call us at 239-434-74CR or on WhatsApp at 239-444-90316. CGPS Accounting Service, proud sponsor of 209 Football Naples.
Six Sigma Roofing, specialists in roofing, construction, and remodeling throughout Florida. Protect your home with quality, trust, and fast solutions for every need. Learn more at Segorfing. Come, this message is brought to you thanks to 239 Football Naples.
At Super Soccer, we live and breathe soccer. We have group gear for teams, fan merchandise, and custom uniforms. Now you can print your name and customize your uniform to represent your team in style. Super Soccer, sponsor of 239 Football.
The Gulf Host Adult Soccer League is the adult soccer league in Naples. Games are played at North Collier Regional Park. 7-a-side men's soccer, women's and co-ed categories from ages 18 up to 60. If you're looking to compete, have fun, and connect with soccer lovers of any age, this is your league. 239 Football and Gulf Host Adult Soccer League, supporting soccer in Naples.
Black Mangrove Woodworks, specialists in wood and metal design and fabrication for residential and commercial projects. From tables and counters to unique decorative structures. Everything is handmade with quality. Brinium Blackman Rock Woodworks, artisan design and fabrication in wood and metal. ManViodWorks.com, official sponsor of DOSN and 9 Football Naples.
Argentinians, Naples Club, a cultural space for the Argentine community. Naples event organization, cultural parties, traditional food, and live bands. Join this passion on Instagram and Facebook. Hello, hello, very good evening. 239 Football, how's it going? It's a pleasure to greet you once again. We're at V Studios here in our home in Naples, Florida. And today we have a lot to cover. We have all of yesterday's qualifiers. We have people from Naples Elite visiting us in the studio. We're also going to be chatting with them about a lot of things. Fine, because they played on Saturday. The local leagues have started just as we were expecting. So we have a ton of material. Let's go ahead and greet all our colleagues without wasting any more time, because we also have a guest waiting for us online, an international guest. So we're going to do our first international test. Let's see how it goes. Hello, Carlitos. How are you? Good evening.
Good evening to Rodolfo and to the whole state.
Well, very good. Here we are, Marcelo.
Impeccable, to tell you the truth. Very happy. Good evening. How are you?
Oh, that's it, because you kept it very short.
Good evening. Let's go. They're waiting for you with him. I'm not Uruguayan. Sorry to my Uruguayan friends, but I'm not Uruguayan, but let's go. I love it. Everything looks great. Everything is set up.
You can hear us well, right, world?
Because,
Yes, they'll tell us. Tell us now. There are
People who are working, we need to give them the recognition they deserve.
Give them what they deserve.
Let's go over there. Yes, please. Franco, how are you? Good evening. Well, I'm going to say it. A lot, but a lot of work to get here. And tonight is going to be great. And nothing today. Let's see. Do you guys hear anything? Barre, do you hear anything? That's beautiful. Let's try. Let's see. Milton, are you there?
Yes, how are you? Good evening.
Milton Melgar, what a legend. Good evening. How are you? Welcome to DOS's 39 Football.
Thank you very much. It's truly a pleasure to be with you and, well, to hear you say hello like that. You're having a great time, aren't you?
And we try. The truth is that we do. We're a group of crazy people who got together to do something that didn't exist in the area, and well, we're just starting to walk like this. But anyway, here we are with Carlos Carrito Saducci, with Marcelo Chandorena, who you might also know. He spent many years working in Bolivia. For those who might not know much about South American football, and especially what it was like in the 1980s, let's explain who Milton Melgar is. He played for the two biggest teams in Argentina. He played for the Bolivian national team, and the reason we're talking to Melgar is because of the
Bolivia's qualification. We could
call it just that, exactly.
a historic qualification for the playoff. It's quite an achievement, especially since the playoff is also going to have a big format. Exactly.
Because it's just one step for now. But I mean, it's good for us to celebrate and everything as Bolivian brothers, right? But there's still more to go.
Milton will explain it better. But anyway, before the start of the last match day, what was Bolivia's situation? How did they arrive? And how did it end? I think the joy of our Bolivian brothers comes from the way they qualified for the playoff.
Talk to Milton. Go ahead.
So Milton, can you tell us a bit about how it was experienced in Bolivia, how you lived it, and what you think about the upcoming playoff for the World Cup?
No, honestly, it was a truly magnificent and joyous celebration for us all, primarily because we had unfortunately been quite significantly deprived of certain simple pleasures and profound joys due to the consistent lack of good, positive results in our endeavors. So here, all of Bolivia, if they had declared a holiday, people would have kept on celebrating. But it was an immense and truly profound joy. It's an incredibly important and significant step because reaching a playoff round, a crucial stage in the competition, genuinely opens up the exciting possibility of ultimately making it to a prestigious World Cup tournament. Because in a playoff, you're not going up against Argentina, Brazil, or Colombia, who are far superior.
By a mile.
Yes, it happened. Honestly, well, Bolivia has always been a very tough opponent, especially when you have to face them at home with the altitude factor. What Milton was referring to is that if they had declared a day off, surely no one would have gone to work because of the joy over this achievement. But we also have to remember how this achievement was reached. There was a bit of a change in direction for the national team, especially in the youth squads, which involved giving opportunities to a coaching staff that bet on young people, fresh faces, people with a sense of belonging to Bolivian football from the grassroots. And I think that gave them a bit of an edge compared to the other teams that were fighting for the same goal.
Well, yes, that's true. Oscar Villegas is a coach who has worked a lot in the youth divisions, not only for the Bolivian national team, but also for Bolivar. So he brings that experience with him. He supported Thomas Robson, who is a Bolivian player with a Brazilian father and a Bolivian mother. He also gave a lot of support to Miguel Terceros, a Bolivian player who plays for Santos in Brazil. So, in a way, he helped drive this Bolivian comeback, and at the same time, this supports what you were saying. It's almost historic. But let's remember this. The last time Bolivia went to a World Cup was in 1994, with what is rightly called the Golden Generation. Marco Echeverri, Platini Sanchez, and Milton Melgar. So for Bolivians, it's a bit like reliving that feeling again. The last time Bolivia was maybe not close, but at least in the fight, was in 2018, during the Russia 2018 qualifiers, when they were competing directly with Venezuela. They had to go play in Maturin and lost 3-0. At that point, there were still 3 matches left, and if they had won, they could have at least gotten closer to that 5th place, or to put it bluntly, that 6th spot, which would have given them a chance to fight for a playoff. But it wasn't to be. After that defeat, they were out. That was under the management of Cesar Farias, just for the record. And from then on, the previous qualifiers haven't been good at all. But I want to emphasize, and I insist, that this whole playoff thing is something unique. Honestly, it's something unusual. And also for us Argentinians, when we think of playoffs, we think of Australia.
I remember Australia when Colorado McAllister was called up to marker. The Australian number 10, what was his name was?
It was
That player. And of course, Diego, who we had brought back almost out of retirement for that match. I think Abel Balbo scored, right? With a header, exactly.
the first leg was Abel Balbo, and the return was with Cani. Let's
See if we can hear Milton. Milton, are you there or not?
Yes, I can hear you.
He can hear us, but we can't hear him. Do one thing.
A lot of friends, they're also huge football fans. We've shared moments together. Well, in fact, Marcelo was there on Friday. He made his debut in the Friday futsal, also hanging out with a lot of people.
And a lot of people from Bolivia too, so sending them a big hug. Honestly, it's a pleasure. And that's also why it's understandable that there's still a long way to go, that it won't be until March.
But anyway, Milton, I don't know if you can hear us now. This is Marcelo speaking, and I want to emphasize, I insist, this is probably going to be a huge joy. But now, the big question.
I have two questions for you. First, there's talk of a possible return of Marcelo Moreno Martins. What do you think about this, obviously looking ahead to the playoffs? And second, is there a possibility of doing a bit of that process you did, that mini process that was carried out before 94? Could something like that be done looking ahead to the playoff in March?
Well, first, regarding Marcelo, I think I said it very well. The coach eventually arrives, and to be perfectly honest, his situation, let's just say, isn't particularly serious, to put it that way. He has been without a coaching position for almost an entire year now, and he actually extends an invitation to me to get officially cleared to play on some specific team or another, primarily to assess what kind of physical condition I am currently in. Obviously, Martin, with the strong desire that any dedicated player naturally has to go to a significant World Cup or to contribute meaningfully, surely expressed it in precisely that way, right? And while as for the other thing, of course it can be done. I think the time until the playoffs should be used wisely. Make a plan, and maybe I would try to imitate what was done in '93. Go to a high-performance center, prepare to play friendly matches. Well, it will depend on the vision of the management and the coaching staff.
Milton, here in Naples, there are a lot of Bolivians, an extremely large community. They have their own tournament 2 or 3 times a year. They organize tournaments that are well known as the Bolivian tournaments. And honestly, people here are as passionate about football as anywhere else in South America, and the joy was immense. The joy, honestly, was something incredible on social media. Nowadays, everything spreads instantly online, but yes, we have to know and understand that this is a huge step that's been taken, but there's still more to go. That is, they're going to play. It's said that in Mexico there will be a hexagonal, and out of those 6 teams, 2 will qualify. So Bolivia won't be playing in El Alto, not in La Paz or El Alto. They'll go play in Mexico. How do you see that possibility?
Yes, I was just talking about something quite similar to that when our connection was unfortunately cut. The significant chance they truly have, because it's absolutely true, that they won't be playing at a high altitude. But we were specifically talking about a crucial preparation period, which is indeed very positive and highly beneficial. And the other extremely important thing to consider is that they won't be playing against formidable opponents like Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay, or Colombia. The opposing teams will undoubtedly possess less political power and influence, so the opportunity presenting itself is a truly big and remarkable one. Plus, these young kids have consistently shown that incredible desire, that undeniable drive and determination, because you could clearly see them playing with immense effort even at a challenging altitude, even those players who aren't fully acclimated to such conditions. But you could distinctly perceive their strong will, their profound hunger to succeed and achieve greatness. I personally saw a third dedicated player running tirelessly, effectively marking good offensive players such as Mateo, like Paniagua and Edum de Montero, all those talented kids who, even though it's true there was perhaps more sheer will and spirit than refined football skill, they certainly showed it with great passion.
And it genuinely reminded me a bit of when we were actively involved in the qualifiers, because when we played our home games, we ran everywhere with incredible energy and commitment. I vividly remember seeing Marco Echeverri throwing himself bravely on the ground, and Erwin Sanchez also diligently dropping back to help defend our goal. So there is indeed hope. There is a strong desire, and that powerful desire ultimately overcomes a great many challenging things. That's precisely why the possibilities for success are wide open and very promising.
Hopefully, Marcos, hopefully, Milton. I say hopefully because I was just mentioning Marco Echeverri, but always
Always maintaining that humility they've shown. Let's celebrate, let's keep celebrating these days, but at the right time, they need to come back down to earth, as you were saying, since they won't be playing at altitude anymore and will have to prepare differently. So we have to work to achieve that.
perfect, Milton. We won't keep you any longer. In fact, I sincerely thank you for taking the time to talk to us. I know the Bolivian community in Naples is grateful and happy to hear from you. A player with an incredible career. So, thank you very much. I'm not sure what time it is there. It's 9:45 here. I don't know. Yes, we have the same time here.
Yes, the same time.
Perfect. All right, let's wrap up.
Thank you. Thank you, Milton.
Well, perfect. So, that was Milton Melgar's message. Ladies and gentlemen, what more can we say? In Bolivian football, there are some truly remarkable players like Echeverri, Melgar, and Valdivieso, who are legendary figures that will always be fondly remembered.
Yes, they shined internationally. Well, I had the opportunity. Valdivieso was a player for Newell's Old Boys in Rosario, there in the city of Argentina, and he also performed at a high level there. And let's not even mention it. Well, these are players who played everywhere, for big teams outside of Bolivia.
Yes, for me, not in the same category, obviously, but the one who made great history, whether you like it or not, is the goalkeeper Lampe, right?
Yes.
Well, guys, all right, we've reached the end of the show, like the referee. We've reached the end of Bolivia. Let's change the subject. Okay. How bad the boss is today? The whistle. Here's the whistle. I've got the whistle. He blew the whistle. Yes, he blew the whistle, but I didn't hear it. See if you can blow it a little louder. All right, give it to me. Look, let's wrap up then. Let's wrap up the qualifier segment. Sorry, one.
You can tell he's a referee, can't you? You can.
Please tell me, get ready, Devin, for a detailed breakdown of what exactly transpired between the national football teams of Argentina and Colombia, because there's a specific focus on Argentina and perhaps Ecuador and Argentina. This is crucial because there are a significant number of pivotal plays and strategic moments from the game that I would very much like for us to meticulously analyze and discuss in depth, understanding every nuance and decision made on the field.
And that,
Let's just see if we can.
if you all agree as well. There are 3 referees here in the studio.
Kind of like when you did that editorial about Mascherano. I hope you do an editorial about Valerdi too.
Right? Because obviously Valerdi, if it's there, roll the footage. If there's the Valerdi incident where he makes a mistake here with Otamendi's red card, the ref...
Red card too. And it comes from his mistake.
And there was no foul. That's the only mistake Valerdi made. After that, he played an impeccable match for...
Just look at me, please look.
That's a red card. No doubt it's a red card. Yes, it's a red card. It's a clear goal-scoring opportunity, no doubt about it. Valerdi is the one who loses in the center during the aerial challenge. And then Otamendi, even if you tell me he didn't mean to, that he... Do you think that...
Dibu could have gotten there?
The thing is, Dibu doesn't come out. I mean, that's why he doesn't react quickly. It's a clear goal-scoring opportunity right there where...
Valor loses it, that's what you see there. Speaking a bit tactically, for me there are 2 things. First of all, Dibu is not a goalkeeper whose main strength is being quick on his feet, especially when it comes to moving forward. The ball is played long, it comes from almost 70 meters away, really far. In that situation, the defender who is with the forward has to try to fight a bit more for the ball, but also in this case, he needs to be providing some coverage or closing off from behind before his teammate loses it to prevent that and not have to chase from behind.
And this, obviously, and this one is DePaul. How do they let him get away with it? DePaul is like another referee when it comes to yellow cards. DePaul did everything. He did everything last night. Look, he commits a handball worthy of a yellow, he takes the ball with him. They didn't give him a single yellow because it was 0-0 and Argentina was already down to 10 men. But look at this. Look at this. If one day I have to referee a match with him and Paredes, I'd lose my mind. I don't think I could handle it, honestly, I swear. I'd rather not. But look, I wouldn't go. But no, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I think refereeing DePaul, Paredes, and Otamendi all together It's unbearable for a referee. All right, let's see. Penalty. This is the penalty that he later goes to check on the VAR. And for me, look, last night this was really debatable as a referee. The three of us saw it. It's not a penalty at first glance. Look at it quickly, look at it quickly. It's not a penalty. The referee is right there. Look, he's really close. Look where he is. At the edge of the box, entering the area. He has it right in front of him and he didn't call it. At first glance, he doesn't see anything because it's not a penalty. At first glance.
Yes, there are a lot of plays where when you go to VAR or watch it in slow motion, it seems like much more than it actually is live in the moment and in the decision. But well, what happens is that there's a
matter of interpretation here. If you look at it, for some people it could have been a penalty. For me, it's even the Ecuadorian player who... Argent, Tom!
Look, he even grabs him. It's not a penalty. He touches the ball and raises his arm. The Ecuadorian doesn't even go for the ball, but the Ecuadorian too.
The Ecuadorian as well. Right, that's why.
He creates the contact.
Right, but well, it's controversial. But honestly, I'll tell you, with VAR, there's still a lot of training, run,
let it play. But what's outrageous isn't that they call a penalty against you because it wouldn't be the first or last time. What's outrageous is this, what we're seeing now. VAR. Ladies and gentlemen, it's made to manipulate results. I said it on the first day. As long as they don't give the players on the field or the coach the power to request a review, this is being handled behind the scenes to manipulate results. They can't bring the referee in and show him that image. The point of contact is unacceptable because you're convincing him of something that can't be seen on the field. So it's not about how they show him with the arm there. Look, you show the referee this image, and you're already influencing half of what he thinks.
Still, anyone who has ever played football knows, I mean, that's a normal movement when you're going up to contest an aerial ball. It's also a matter of protection and momentum.
We have the one with Nico Gonzalez, the elbow he took. No, we don't have the one with Nico Gonzalez, but there's also an elbow given to Nico Gonzalez that's even more blatant because of the movement. It's the movement to go and check for a card. That's the issue. The issue is that it's not being addressed. Ecuador won very well. They have a great team. Ecuador has a great team. Hopefully, when they have to face the powerhouses at the World Cup, they'll be up to the challenge, but Ecuador has a great team, and they won fair and square. Ecuador won fair and square, but there's nothing more to say about that. Not even my frustration with Roldan, whom I told you the other day, is the one I like the most. Among the few options there are to choose from, he's the one I like the most in
this regard. Barbary.
But in this case, what can you say to Roldan? If he didn't call anything in real time and then they call him over and convince him, what can you say? Still, the decisions are always up to, yeah, I know, but if you don't call a penalty, then later VAR, they ask you why you didn't call a penalty because they show you
like this. But wait, you decide. Any referee would call it any referee.
You decide, you decide.
No matter how much VAR calls you, sometimes...
For me, referees analyze the context. That same action at the Monumental, if Argentina is the home team, it's not a penalty. They don't
call it. No, obviously.
It could be, it depends on
who's in
VAR. Well, no, well, it doesn't matter. It's not the Monumental in Argentina. The
home advantage still matters.
That's it, not a penalty.
Could be, could be. So, well, to wrap up the topic of the qualifiers and the whole VAR and refereeing issue, we'll discuss it in depth one day. Because honestly, it infuriates me. It really bothers me that things are handled this way, guys. What's the problem with clarifying things? If everything is so transparent and so natural, give them the chance, like in tennis, like in so many other sports. I think it's the same with the line call. Let the players be the ones who call for it.
I ask, is CONMEBOL going to upload? Not the conversation between the referee and the VAR. Supposedly not.
That's useless. I mean, it just adds a bit more pressure. Only when it suits them.
There are match days when they don't upload it, right? But
that just puts a bit more pressure on you, that's it. But it's not the right decision. The right decision is for the players to be able to request it on the field, or the coach that each team has 2 requests per half, which can't be carried over, because when you're depending on someone up there who was a referee or is a referee, and many times that referee in the VAR is older or has a bit more authority than the one on the field, it often happens he convinces you because the one on the field doesn't have, as I said, the guts to stand up to the one upstairs who maybe called you for something trivial, or how many times do they deserve to be called, and they just pretend to look the other way. So,
it wouldn't have changed much in terms of the qualifiers anyway. That's not the point.
Ecuador won fair and square. Ecuador won fair and square. Ecuador won fair and square. A good qualifying campaign. That's what in the
long tournaments like the qualifiers and all that, honestly, the best teams make it through. Can I
Tell you something? It's strange. People from Ecuador don't want him. They don't want him. They're asking for Sebastian Rosarino, the...
Chepa de Cases, we send you a hug. No, we did not send you a...
I hug you. I send you.
But because of my city, neighbor and everything, but go ahead. And the truth is that I identify with it. I really like what you propose.
Then you tell me I have strange tastes, for God's sake. You like San Pauli, you like Big Cask, you like all those people. No way!
Wait, no way can it be like that. Bielsa never.
Like what?
No? Bielsa doesn't teach how to defend oneself, how to throw someone back. He put the bus there we go. But no, I can still tell you something. They're talking about wanting Mourinho, about wanting Ecuador. They want Mourinho. I am weird because
I like Roldan. And the gentleman is right, he likes to be a Becasa.
I think that if you consider that Bielcita, it seems to me, I respect Russo too. Send a hug to Miguel, who's there. He's in the hospital.
What's up, Franco? Are you kicking us out? Did you touch it?
I can't hear
Anything.
That's it, exactly. Can I just say something for a moment, perhaps? The chat really made us remember something important. Do you actually have something against us, perhaps? Or something like that?
Just leave it, please.
Right? Let's see.
What's he?
Let's see. He says the penalty called for Argentina. He says it's as bad as the penalty that wasn't called for Higuain in the 2014 World Cup. A terrible foul by Nuber. But anyway.
With one more star.
On our jersey.
The plays aren't that similar. Neither of them was a penalty. Neither. That. Thank you.
Very kind. We're here. We're not doing well, are we? What do you mean?
Because there was no VAR, guys.
What do you mean, no VAR?
To check VAR.
What do you mean, no? On the field, all the balls. I mean, if that play by Neuer, if VAR calls me and shows it to me, I call it. On the field, I would never call it because Neuer punches the ball away, guys. Now, you guys, that for you, that it doesn't suit you because you want to have a...
The experienced coach, Conit, is carefully watching the unfolding situation, specifically observing Carlos to see if he will make a move.
If I call a penalty against you, you'd be chasing me until the next day? Don't tell me that. How can you tell me that was a penalty if he punches the ball away and then Higuain runs into him? But the first thing they do today is punch the ball away. What do you want? Excessive
Force. Guys, when I just tell you this.
I was a goalkeeper when I played. I never used excessive force and I still broke 2 ribs. No, man, that's fine. The goalkeeper has to go in hard like Neuer did. He went in just right because if not...
They're watching this. All right, let's change the subject or else this is going to end badly for us. Next time.
Get the B catering thing ready for me, make it easy. Get the B catering card ready because we're going to a kiss. B Catering proudly sponsored this segment of the qualifiers and graciously presented Milton Melgar, and we truly have to thank them because honestly, the absolutely delicious food they brought for the dinner show was truly spectacular. You?
Bea's food was really delicious, and I also want to take this opportunity to send greetings to Adrian, whose birthday is today. They're celebrating, guys. They're about to show some videos. Well, they're on tour, so we send him a hug as well. A big hug as well to Joaquin, who's in California and unfortunately suffered another injury. Well, we're all here. All of Nepo is supporting him. So we send a big hug to Toro as well.
Thanks to B. There's the phone number. If you want to order delicious food, sweet pastries, Argentine facturas, 239 367 5610, you can order there. You can call, ask questions, and order whatever you want. There are also the photos. Look at those delicious cakes, those truly exquisite pastries. This is from B Catering. You can reach them at 23gmail2.com.sistis for all your special event needs. You can contact them there.
As well. There are very good reviews.
Franco, give me the chat. Let's see. Give me the chat.
Well, first, you really need to fight very hard. They love the fight. Oko I say.
Read the last one, please.
Happy birthday, Adries. It doesn't show up for me. Then it's my mistake. No, let's see. From the last one, count 2 up. What did they say?
Christian.
Christian. The photographer likes it.
Quail Potatoes or Rodolfo says,
Christian, if it's who I think it is, he's going to love you. Yes, if it's who I think, it's another fan who wanted Argentina to get another star, but no. Yeah, guys, with a penalty, that wasn't... No, if Higuain had wanted to, he would have scored the goal he missed in the first half. But a penalty like that in a World Cup final, no way would they call it. No way. World Cup final. Press, please.
I'm begging you. Press.
We have Marcia here from Naples Elite as well, so we're going to talk now. All the local leagues have already started. We have a ton, and it's almost 10 at night, so give me a minute. We'll be right back. We'll sit Marseille down here and start talking about that. right, let's continue then. Second segment. We're here with Marcel Tucarelli from Naples Elite. As we promised, we're going to chat a bit about local soccer, and we also have footage from the Nord Collier League, which kicked off with everything. And the UPCL also started. Carlos's team played. We're going to talk a little about everything, but right now let's talk a bit about the kids, who are also the future. Marcel, how are you? Good evening, thank you for coming.
Hello, thank you for inviting me, really. I'm very excited to be here, that you thought of us and that you're promoting the local leagues.
Yes, that's true, Carlos. That's also what we thought about when we started this.
Yes. So good evening, Marcel. And well, it's a pleasure to have you here with us.
So how are things going? A lot of work starting over again?
A lot of work, obviously. After the tryouts at the end of last season, a bunch of new guys came in. We're trying to get them integrated into the new team, and honestly, they've adapted pretty well. But as always, it's hard work and a lot of effort.
I'll leave you with the one who knows, because Mar, I don't understand anything.
No, it was basically just to know a bit, to have you tell us about the Naples Elite project. We know that the academy isn't one of the oldest, right, in the area. Even though I think it's been here for 2 or 3 years, right, more or less. But honestly, it's been really great growth for the area. There's a really nice project coming up. If you want to tell us a bit about
that. Yes, honestly, we started 3 seasons ago, and we began with about 100 to 120 kids, and today we have around 300, if not more. We've grown quite quickly and significantly. We have a substantial number of highly qualified coaches and dedicated teachers, and little by little, they've progressively joined our team. We're very happy and truly delighted because the kids have responded exceptionally well to the comprehensive project we're currently developing, and the ultimate project we truly desire is to reach the absolute highest level possible so that these talented kids not only develop and flourish within the vibrant soccer community, much like we did growing up, but also so they can ultimately reach a distinguished level where they can not only get to college or a Division I or even a professional level,
but also
professionally.
Yes, I know very well. Well, Ezekiel is also part of the staff. Ezekiel is here, and well, you're also a coach for one of the divisions. And honestly, that mix of the American style with the addition of South American or European coaches really raises the level of quality at the academy here.
That's right, yes. Honestly, at first we started with a mix of American and South American coaches, and now we're really pushing hard. We're trying to focus on development, but also on the aggressiveness of the player. We've noticed that here in Florida, you don't see much aggressiveness, going for the ball, physical contact, and that's what we want. The kids to not have, to lose that fear.
Yes, honestly, that's something you see not only with kids here at the academy level or in Florida, but also in the MLS. When you go to play, there are very few teams that defend aggressively. It's important to point out that when, as coaches, we talk about aggressiveness, we don't mean going out and kicking someone, but rather defending with a bit more intensity, right? And that's something we need to work on, and honestly, I'm really happy that they're able to focus on that. I also know about the growth. Many friends of mine have their kids at Nepogs, and they're very happy. We know things are working well there at Paradise. You mentioned that there are about 300 kids there now.
And
girls, since you also have both girls and boys soccer,
the whole
struck.
We currently have 8 girls teams, and our primary goal is to have as many dedicated players as humanly possible, both male and female. Because if we truly want to move up to the very next competitive level, we absolutely need more robust teams. Obviously, in this particular area, there are numerous clubs actively competing for talented players. But quite clearly, the club with the most exceptional development program will undoubtedly see that it will, in the long run, attract and retain the best talent.
Competition makes you better. That's what I always say. Sometimes a friend has taught me this. Sometimes when it comes to competition, you might think, oh, but there are so many clubs and all that. Well, that's actually better, because if you want to stay on top and be number one, then you have to work and develop for that. And well, that's a good thing. I know Naples Elite is a franchise. It has something to do with the academy. It's in New Jersey, and maybe
the main academy was Morris Elite, which was started by the owner, Vincenzo Bernardo, and he partnered with a local owner named Mike DePala. The two of them have recently merged their operations and have now started developing this impressive academy right here in Napo. And Morris Elite, a truly significant entity, provides us with a great many valuable opportunities to move forward because they already possess extensive contacts within all the various local and national leagues as well. We also have an agreement with Inter Miami, with FC Naples. The idea is also to develop an academy with FC Naples, if possible, little by little. As I said, we want to grow the club to offer the kids and the people of Naples the very best we can.
Yes, it's not easy. What we're doing in football isn't easy. We know that usually this is a profession where neither the coaches, nor the owners, nor the clubs themselves make a living solely from it. It's tough, and it's also very hard for the parents. Tournaments are very expensive. For us being in Naples, most of the competitive teams, just to clarify for people, are in Miami, Tampa, or Orlando. For us, that's 2, 3, even 4 hours of travel. Tournaments mean they start on Friday, Thursday, or over a long weekend, so that's 2 or 3 nights in a hotel. And for the parents, well, sometimes all of that is difficult. That's why here in Naples, which is still more like a big town than a small city, those of us involved in these soccer projects sometimes face these challenges compared to the big academies in the larger cities.
Yes, that was at the beginning. We realized that very quickly. Traveling outside of here, we saw that we had to drive, like you said, 3 hours. It's a very big expense for the parents. Obviously, the academy recognizes this, and we do fundraisers, we hold raffles, whatever we can do to help the parents. But we know that the best soccer is on the East Coast or a bit further north, where the most competitive teams are.
Well, but let's agree that we're making the effort to, put Napo on the map in terms of soccer throughout all of Florida. So I'm really glad you're here. I don't know if Marcelo wanted to ask a question.
No? From what I can see, you're very focused. The most tangible goals for this year, what would they be for this season?
Honestly, what we want to do is win the NPL, which is the league we're playing in right now, and that would allow us to move on to the ECNL. And that indeed is our primary goal for the time being.
When you get here, you notice that, at least from a soccer perspective, you have certain things.
Sometimes, from the outside, even without being a coach or anything, you notice that the difference in women's soccer here is that it's more organized in terms of gameplay.
Is that true? Is that just my perception, or does it really
Happen that way? It can seem like that's the case, but I think both are actually on the same level. What happens is that locally what we see is that there are fewer girls teams compared to the boys. So when it comes to the type of organization you see, it's easier to organize a smaller team to have what you're describing. But it's the same for the boys as well. At the end of the day, everyone has the same goal, which is to develop and play at the highest level possible.
Do you think that maybe one of the main challenges, or perhaps the main challenge you face, is what Carlos just mentioned, about always having to travel? Or do you find there are other issues that might be an Achilles heel?
No, I think the travel aspect is the main one because it's expensive. Yes, it's something that not everyone can do. Many parents go back and forth the same day, driving 4 or 5 hours a day. Others, together with several people, manage to gather enough to rent a house. That's the main thing. But what we're also seeing lately is that a lot of people from outside are coming, asking for the kids to go to other academies in Miami, in Tampa, and sometimes that's not feasible because they're driving a lot. A 12-year-old kid might end up missing a lot of school, but if it's something that's going to help them develop, the parents will do it. It's a big deal because they're going to make sacrifices just like we see our own parents do.
Yes, the true support from parents, the support of the family in this country. When it comes to soccer or football, it's about that. The support in terms of time and money. Because later, when it comes to developing on the field, in the aspects that are purely athletic, that's where the coaches come in. Can I
Ask a tough question? Because I'm the bad guy. Since you're talking about that, about parents and the sacrifices they make, and I know it happens, how do we handle the situation when a parent comes and says, but I'm paying for my child, he has to play?
It's difficult. It all depends, right? We always try to make sure that the kids who give their best during practice are the ones who will get the most playing time.
Because at the same time, the coach also backs this up and builds a bit of respect with the team, even if they're kids, by being fair about who deserves more minutes and who doesn't.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. If we see that the players are putting in the time, working hard, not missing practices, and communicating well, they're going to earn their spot. They're going to earn their playing time. Now, if they don't show up, it's hard to say we're going to play them anyway.
Yes, of course. Yes, it's complicated. It's complicated.
Yes, that also has to do, Marcel and Rodolfo, with educating the parents about what it means for a footballer to grow up. You know what I mean? Because the fact that you pay, at least the way I handle it at my club, I have the experience of working with older kids, and the key thing I tell them is, you pay to train, not to play. It's just like school. You go to school, but that doesn't mean you automatically pass every subject. You have to earn your grades, and you have to dedicate your time at school just like everyone else. Here in soccer, it's exactly the same. 11 play, or 7, or 9, depending on the format, and the rest are on the bench. The coach decides how many minutes you deserve based on your level or what you've been showing during the week. And to that parent who makes that comment, well, if the club has a clear philosophy, like we see here with Neple Elite, and from talking with people from Galactico and other development academies here in Neple, I think we're heading in that direction. That's why I believe that in the medium or long term, soccer in Naples is really going to reach a higher level.
Yes, and another thing with Franco, since Franco and I also handle the refereeing side, when it comes to the kids,
Franco,
we have come to realize that here in this particular area, the young kids truly and genuinely need to get much more actively involved. There are many young children who unfortunately don't even know the fundamental basics, like precisely how to properly execute a throw-in during a game. So there is indeed a significant amount of work that needs to be done and focused on.
With the rules imposed from above, like how they're not allowed to head the ball at a certain age, or they have to use the build-out line. I don't know, they mentioned the build-out line, things like that, which set them back a few years. It's like they're 12 years old, but you can tell they're still lacking. Still.
If we constantly see, along with Franco, that kids aren't allowed to head the ball until they're 12, the Federation must have its reasons, I imagine. Maybe they've gotten into some trouble that led them to do this. But it really sets the kids back a lot. And I've even seen kids in UPCL already 20 years old and playing in UPCL who don't know how to head the ball or are afraid to do it. Or when there's a ball they should head, they let it drop to play it with their feet because they've picked up that bad habit.
It's an issue that I wish could be fixed, but it's going to be very difficult when in
other parts of the world, kids are heading rocks. Exactly.
the development of players here is a bit more delayed than what you see outside the country, and it's mostly because of that, because these are rules they put in place to protect players from any problems caused by a blow to the head.
From concussions.
Of course, but that has
a contradiction, because as a child you also learn to defend yourself and take care of yourself from that. And I've seen, as Rodolfo says, even in UPCL, older players who go up to hit the ball. We were just talking a bit about the controversies in the Argentina-Ecuador match with the penalty for the elbow and the arm, and they jump with their arms down, and that's where the collision happens with the other player. Many times, the arm isn't used to attack the opponent, but rather to keep distance or to protect yourself when both players are going up fairly to contest an aerial ball. If you don't work on that during the formative years, the player won't acquire it. It's very difficult for them to pick it up later on when they're older. Good thing
they taught it to Neuer and he came out strong because, well, but
goalkeeper, different story. We're talking the outfield player.
And he keeps doing the same thing.
USD can believe it at home. He keeps doing the same thing.
Me. Sorry, another question. Marcelo, everything okay? Seriously, do you realize who the bad guy in this show? There it is.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I see you brought something for us there because, well, one of the ideas we have in the program is that when they come to visit us, like Marseille did.
Let's see here, Kelly, the honors. Look at her, let's go. Goes!
Cabbage. How nice, how nice.
Very good, very good.
Here, Naples page. We'll put it here later.
Of
We put it here. Yeah.
Just new.
Now we have one more for the collection. How cute! Thank you very much, thank you very much. We are also going to make 230.9 Football Efrain shirts. We need to give people a t-shirt.
Luckily, we have the Argentinian Naples Club, and just because you came, Marcel will give you a ticket to the next party on September 20th. Thank you. Rock in Spanish there at Dimension. So you'll be invited by the Argentinian Naples Club for coming to the show.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
So you see, I'm not that bad. I'll let you go because, look, it's already past 10:15, so I'm not that bad. I understand you have to go.
Rest. Thank you very much. Anyway.
If you want to stay, you can stick around and have some fun for a while or cry, and if not, you can leave.
No, I want to hear the end to see what outrageous things you're going to say.
Go ahead, you can throw us under the bus, you can go. I love it.
No.
You just get it, right?
There are people worse than me.
He's also a Friday player, just like Marcelo, who made his debut last Friday. Friday with the Barra that we have on fields 3 and 4 at Parada, and at 7 this Friday as well, there with the Barra like every Friday.
Prepare the report on EI Naples so we can show it while we say goodbye to Marcel. And while we were talking, we were seeing footage from the tournament you played, shots of some of your kids playing against Galactico. They played the Naples Cup a couple of weeks ago. So congratulations on what you're doing. Thank you very much. The competition, and well, we hope the level keeps rising. That's why we got involved in something like this, because I think in some way it really adds a lot too.
A lot indeed. Agreed. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you. So let's move on now to the report on FSY Naples, who won at home last Saturday, remain in 4th place, and are very close to achieving their goal of finishing 4th and being able to play a home playoff. Although now they have to play against the teams that are just below them and as visitors. Let's go to the report.
Good afternoon, dear friends and loyal supporters of 239 Football. We are once again gathered here at the magnificent Paradise Stadium, where our beloved team, FC Naples, will be playing a highly anticipated match against Greenfield of South Carolina. Everything is ready to start at any time. Let's see what happens today. FC Napoca is playing at home once again, and your football channel 239 Football is here to experience it. And here we are with the first supporters of Napo Go. Mario. Mario Rumañ. On the deep, very deep.
Naples scored a goal in the first half stoppage time, making the score 1-0 against Fiorentina. The goal was scored by Naples' player, Paul Debbie Naples, specifically Julian Cisneros, who wears the number 3 jersey.
When he was dying, first half they put 2-0. Peace of mind for Neos now. First stage. In a well-contested match, Naples achieved a decisive victory, triumphing over their opponents with a final score of 2-0. This impressive performance secured their win. English? No. English and Spanish? No. The beloved mascot of FC Naples, ladies and gentlemen, is finally here for all of us to behold. Here it is, in all its glory. It truly doesn't speak, not even a single word, which is quite characteristic and adds to its mysterious presence. 6 more agonizing minutes were added, causing immense suffering throughout the entire stadium. Naos is currently winning by a score of 2-1, but the ending of this match is becoming increasingly complicated. At the conclusion of an intensely contested football match, Football Club Naples emerged victorious with a final score of 2-1 against their formidable opponents, Rangel, a team representing South Carolina. This thrilling encounter showcased exceptional skill and determination from both sides, culminating in a hard-fought win for FC Naples. The atmosphere throughout the stadium was electric, with fans from both teams actively supporting their respective clubs. The match featured humor, strategic play, impressive defensive stand, and moments of brilliant offensive execution. FC Naples triumphed as a testament to their coaching tactical prowess, securing a crucial victory in what was undoubtedly a memorable game. The single goal scored by Rangel demonstrated their resilience and ability to challenge their opponents, making for a truly captivating spectacle. This result will undoubtedly be a significant talking point among football enthusiasts, highlighting the competitive spirit and high level of play exhibited by both FC Naples and Rangel from South Carolina. We can now reflect on the key moments in the role of this exciting fixture as we analyze how FC Naples managed to secure their narrow but decisive. Looking here, we find the referee. Harry, how you doing?
Good. Hey, we have Rodolfo, one of the top media guys and soccer fans and supporter in the local community. Support 239 football.
Yeah.
And tune in and trust me, something good is coming. It's very something good.
How are you? We're here for 239 of football. Hi. Well, I wanted your impression about the match. It was a tough one. We started well, moving the ball, keeping possession. Then in the second half, we dropped off a little bit, but we managed to hold on to the result and took all 3 points.
You know, you're very close to being among the top 4, which is what everyone in Naples wants in order to have a home playoff game.
No. Yes, we know that these next 7 games are crucial because they're against the teams at the top. So we're going all in, preparing ourselves physically and mentally to finish in the top 4 and have the joy of playing at home. Thank you. Let's talk to the top scorer. Here comes the top scorer. Let's see, top scorer. Top scorer.
Let's top scorer. How? Top scorer?
I'm doing very well here. I'm doing very well here.
So how did you finish?
A bit of luck, but the goal came.
Well, last week we talked about being tired, and today, does the team drop back to protect the result, or do they drop back because they have no more legs, or is it the opponent pushing you back? Explain it to me a bit. Everything with car.
Today it was not cool at all. In fact, it was incredibly hot and quite sweltering, but despite the challenging conditions, we truly gave it our absolute best effort and ultimately came out with a well-deserved victory. So there is absolutely nothing for us to regret whatsoever.
Congratulations. All right, so that was Cisneros then. How is the left back scoring goals?
Yes, one of the best players of the whole season. I especially remember
when the team had that slump, he was out and we could see that we were struggling on that side. And well, now he's showing why. So, well, the Naples team is right there. So let's hope things keep going this way. 10:23 running, UPCL has officially started, Carlitos. This past weekend, there unfortunately weren't many significant matches, and the one particular game that actually did happen.
Yes, actually, well, we happened to make our debut, Staff C UPCL Onam Division, against a friend's team, Kaluza from Kikora. We send a big hug to Marcelo. He's really doing a great job. As we mentioned before, it just so happened that we were the two teams that played the final of the summer tournament, which was sponsored by Doshi and Nuer Football. And well, it was a bit more entertaining because there were more goals this time. Calisa won 5-3, but all in all, it was good, really good. When there are goals, football is beautiful. I also had to lose, but well, football always gives you a chance for revenge. Now, next Sunday, we're back. That's why you like Sampagoli.
That's why you like Sampagoli. He stops them, but they don't score on him now.
You see? But in professional football...
They just parked the bus in front of the goal. Anyone can do that.
That's very true, very true. The Livingston League has also started. Well, Mexi Soccer had already started before. That's how it is too. WhatsApp. Put our program's WhatsApp number on the screen, because get in touch with us and send to this WhatsApp number that you'll see on the screen in a moment. Send your plays. Send any material you have. Fights. If a referee called that the goalkeeper hit the ball with his fists and didn't call a penalty, send that too, because we'll discuss it.
Yes, send images of Rodolfo. Of everything, please. Images of Rodolfo messing things up.
You want to see images of Rodolfo? Look, let's see. First, we'll spend a good 2 minutes with Guy Harris and Galo, who will be discussing the exciting Corriere League, which has already commenced its thrilling season. Indeed, it's starting this very week. Following that, we are going to proudly present a compelling video clip, and in that clip, you will clearly observe me in the role of refereeing, and you will undoubtedly see precisely how it is expertly done. Go ahead. How many years have you been doing this? And what is the spirit of the league, or the vision of the league? What does it
achieve? The Gulf Coast Soccer League's been around probably for almost 50 years. I've been running it now for 35 years plus, I think. And it's really evolved from a league that had teams from all over the Southwest Florida into where we are today here at North Collier.
Abouts and Guy both told us that this particular league, the Gulf Coast Adult Upper League, is approximately 50 years old. Guy himself has been actively involved with the league for about 35 years, perhaps even a little more than that. It is truly a league that has steadily grown and developed over time. We have 90 teams.
It's a recreational league, but it's federated. Guy tells us that we have players from 18 years old up to 75.
There are players here who are actually 74 years old and are still playing in the league. That's what he shared with us today.
Spectacular. And I say this with first-hand knowledge. If you're looking for a place to play this beautiful sport, soccer, this is the place. There's activity here. There's soccer here every day of the week, except for Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There's always something going on, and there's an incredible variety. There's women's soccer, leagues for over 40, for over 50. There are mixed teams with men and women. There are 7 versus 7 games. There are full-size fields, 11 versus 11. There's something for everyone. So if you want to play at a recreational level, but with a good level of competition, this is the place. There are no excuses if you want to participate. So there's one important thing I don't want to leave out. And it would be good for Guy to explain it because there are a lot of people who might want to play, but everyone works. So a lot of people say no, because what if I get hurt? Ladies and gentlemen, this league is one of the biggest at the federated level in Naples. And of course, they have all those kinds of precautions like insurance and those things, right?
So all the players, we're a sanctioned league, meaning we're sanctioned through Florida Adult Soccer Association. So all the players are covered by accidental insurance up to $25,000 if they get injured. And I think that's a very important thing that separates us from the other leagues in the area. We're able to offer that insurance to the players and also liability insurance to the park. So it's a great benefit for everybody. Referees as well. Referees fall under that umbrella as well.
Los árbitros también estamos cubiertos bajo esa sombrilla. El seguro, la aseguranza aquí es de $25,000. Para los jugadores es una liga federada, quiere decir que tenemos todos los beneficios del seguro y también el liability del parque, que estamos asegurados los árbitros y los jugadores.
That's an important point because sometimes people stop playing out of fear of getting hurt. Things can happen, even in the most recreational or amateur settings. Accidents always happen in this league, as both Guy and Gallo just said. The insurance is there, so don't be afraid in that regard. So, well, I wanted to thank you. Thank you very much to both of you for being here. My pleasure. Gallo, thank you for being here. That's all for now from North Korea Regional Park. Thank you all. Gallo, thank you very much. Thanks. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye. Good summer.
Yes, thank you too.
And take what you need. Go right ahead and make yourself comfortable.
First of all, you can see in several camera angles that the referees don't even appear, and that's with the camera covering almost 3/4 of the field.
Oh, so it's because they're not in the shot, not that they're not refereeing, at least for me. I thought that
technology had arrived in Naples. They don't even officiate on site anymore. Your hand goes directly, they're handling it from the VAR room like you
wanted someone from above.
Yeah, run
a little bit. I already explained it to you the other day, and now I'm going to teach you something else.
Oh, him. Professor, stop. Silence in the room.
I already explained it to you the other day. When you reach a certain age and a certain level, experience counts much more than physical display.
So he can make the call from...
Right. No. What you were actually seeing, what you were truly observing and perceiving with your own eyes was something quite different from what you might have initially thought or assumed.
Your wife laughs even after that age. You don't have to move anymore to achieve success. Ma'am, today we've just learned. Take lessons because you absolutely do not have to physically move to be truly successful. That way, no, you can achieve great things right where you are.
You don't have to move that much.
I personally don't really know about you, but please don't lump me in with that particular group, as I am still very much in the process of learning. Besides, Carlos is fully aware that I also engage in running on the side as a regular activity. No, it's already 10:30 p.m. We're in the protected time slot now.
Besides, what you were actually watching were vivid images from a truly remarkable match of 70-year-old players, indeed over 70.
If you can truly do that at the age of 70, reach that advanced age, and then confidently put on your athletic cleats and socks.
No, crazy. Do you know how long a day I'm whistling? That's what I'm telling you. One of your hearts stopped, right?
Yes, like Juancito Salcuta.
Years. There's our TikTok talking. TikTok, Lidi B nuts. Now I did say it right. One more. Lidi B larga. Nuts. Lidi B nuts. Now what do we get? We promised by the 4th program out.
Perfect.
There you'll see everything that happens here, what we talk about, joke around with my friend Marcy, everything. So don't get mad, don't get upset.
Don't get mad, please. If you go to TikTok Liddy B Nuts, you'll clearly see exactly what happens here during the commercial breaks. When you see the various commercials and all of that, this is a disaster. You'll see what happens there. You can see everything there. There we are not fighting, not me.
Burnt?
No. Well, but so they don't attack me. Watch the next video and see how the refereeing is done.
Let's see, wait. Look, you're backing away. Come on. Let's see how it is refereed.
Well, we are at Nordkoya Regional Park. We are here with Guy Harris, the esteemed president and dedicated founder of the renowned World House Adult Soccer League, and also with Gabo Maldonado, a key figure in the league's operations. These two remarkable individuals have been diligently running and overseeing this highly successful league for a great many years, contributing immensely to its growth and community impact. We are eager to get to know a little bit more about their journey and insights. On the field, in a highly anticipated match within Division 7, we have the formidable team of Asturias, proudly sporting their distinctive red and black kits, facing off against the equally competitive team of Artrex, who are elegantly dressed in their crisp white uniforms. The game has just officially kicked off, marking the exciting start of what promises to be an engaging and thrilling encounter. The persistent rain continued to fall, creating challenging conditions. The score stood at 2-0, indicating a significant lead for Asturias, a region known for its beautiful landscapes. First he controls it, then he thinks about the play. The score currently stands at 3-0, indicating a dominant performance by one team over the other in this exciting match. The current score stands at 4-0, indicating a significant lead for one side over the other in this particular contest or match. Another great goal. 5-0 Asturias. You've already done 3. You can't take the ball because there's no money to buy it. Artrex has once again demonstrated exceptional skill, finding the back of the net with another impressive goal. This remarkable achievement further solidifies their reputation as a formidable player, consistently delivering outstanding performances on the field and thrilling the crowd with their undeniable talent. 5-1 discount. What an absolutely magnificent and truly unforgettable goal from the exceptional man of the match, the incredibly talented and highly skilled player Jonathan Hernandez, who delivered a stunning performance throughout the entire game. The figure of the match. Well, end of the game. The first opening match of this season in the Livingston League. Division 7 Asturias 8, Art 3-2. And we're here with the top scorer and star of the night who scored 4 goals, Jonathan Hernandez. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So how did you feel in this first game?
Pretty good. It is completely normal.
It's normal for you to always score
Goals.
Well, the team is good. Good team. Good team, right? Well, thank you very much. Don Dosis 39 Football. We congratulate you for your performance and the team as well. We'll see you on YouTube. 239 Football, so you can tune in to us.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Same to you. Likewise.
All right, yes, I'm here. Let's go. Now we're ready. Well, there it was. The Livingston League has started. Yes, the guys. But
You don't
have
visual feedback.
I don't have anything. You're not looking at what's showing up there on your screen. No, but I just don't know if it
was on, I'm telling you. Very good, the boys. Very good. Very good. It's all rolling. Contemporary power. Sorry, let's send a greeting to Mateo Foster, who, well, made the college team. So, well, he won't be able to... What's that? Come. He just...
realized. Pass it. Nothing.
What are you putting down there? Who said that?
A row. No. I actually didn't really at all.
Say that? No, absolutely not. There is no way that could be the case, and I strongly disagree with that statement. You have to move.
A lot, sir, but no.
Go for it, go for it. I didn't say that. Another
thing I realize is easy is to look good when you're the one editing, right?
Well...
But, well, they're used to it. And there's 50 for you to put in my favor. They're used to it. They're referees, they're used to it.
It's easy that way. I could edit a video too and be...
I invite you to join me in the editing process. So instead of me working 40 hours, we each work 20. So what I will say...
I'll give them credit for this. You really have to want to go out on a rainy day like that. I do recognize that. They get 300.
400.
Don't.
We're living in capitalism, set off the bomb. You have to tell the truth, people, the truth. 300, 400 per match. They referee 4, 5, 6 matches.
Yeah. And what do you think? That I'm going to go out there and put myself at risk in the rain, in the sun, in 40-degree heat, just so some guy outside the lines can yell all kinds of things at me? Who cursed at you?
All the time. I already told you, next time I'm going to bring my CONMEBOL credential. I wasn't...
talking about you guys.
Sir.
But you pointed out, of course, it's like on this particular side, we truly feel kind of, a bit...
more respected. Do you have a license?
With you?
Right. License, like pro, how does it work? All right, guys, it's 10:35, 10 and 36 already.
Yeah, I don't want to forget, Rodo, that, well, on Saturday, the Galactico people, along with some friends, we're going to be doing an event together with the supporters group. At Gustavo's house, to raise funds because the kids have a tournament in Arizona. So anyway, they asked me to mention it. Surely in some WhatsApp groups of the Argentine and Bolivian community, the supporters group, or on Instagram, that information is going around everywhere. Well, we ask everyone to come by. It's always a good time. We share a bit, some really great beef ribs. That's what I was going to.
I was to ask what there is at the event.
Beef ribs, choripan with Russian salad, with rice. Well, and the beer. And
if I want to come by, where do I have to go?
It's at Golden Gate. Today, I don't have the exact address because honestly, I get lost in Golden Gate. It's like a maze to me. I always drive in and end up going in circles. Who doesn't know Gusti? Well, go to Gusti's house, or if not, get in touch with the people from Galactico and you ask them, hey, where's the food on Saturday? It's a fundraiser for the kids traveling to Arizona. And they'll tell you.
Well, I go behind that big supermarket over there. Come by. I get lost and...
You'll be welcome.
The streets get all mixed up for me.
You'll be welcome. So, well, that's everything from my side. Cheers! Nothing was left out and...
I'm going to plan something for the end of the year. Let's show you what's going on. The behind the scenes is beautiful. You don't even know, there are things that don't even make it to TikTok, so then...
How nice. I guess to the people at TikTok who have incredible patience with us, right?
Is there nothing on TikTok? There's nothing. Marcel stayed because he was afraid he'd leave and we'd start talking about him.
No, they said something about you? I tell you in the chat, they didn't say it here because they fell asleep, but good people said it. Fran from Boca says...
No, nothing. Here's an idiot Jose Pere talking shit. I don't know.
No.
I know that he is from Boca Raton. Marcete?
Yes, from Boca. Marce. Yes, very good, Marce, very good.
Here are also our friends, the guys from Queje Corral from the Boca Consulate. Whenever you want to drop by there too.
There's a consulate.
In Queje Cora, we also send a hug to the Boca guys who travel. When does Boca play? Take that.
Image off. Take that off.
What image?
Doesn't matter. It's over. I'm going to do what she did recently. I'm also sending a
greeting to my family who were watching and supporting me at home. And finally, they tell me the audio is coming through well. Congratulations. Honestly, Franco and
Debil, very good. Franco and Dayan truly killed it today with their outstanding performance. Andres Bell suggests we call Jose Pereda so he can speak at length about the fascinating topic of whistles. No, but seriously, what kind of incredible show are we actually having? Yubi says I should definitely invite him to join us. No.
No, you really actually know what...
Say you know a lot about whistles. I'm afraid to call Jose, but that's what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. We're talking about refereeing. I'm applying what Ted said.
Jose, the Uruguayan, just like it happened to Galo, and Ariel is here too, while even Gustavito himself. The other day, a representative from the fan section came by. But there are people who have lived here for 25 years who have always contributed to amateur football wherever they were needed. And well, they keep doing it. So all those people really enrich us. You know what? You can come and watch the show, just send us a message or something, and we'll definitely make some space for you to come and share your stories, because that's how we grow and keep moving forward.
And now they're probably watching us. Give us a like. Don't be stingy, as the Mexicans say. Give us a like. That's our food. It's the only thing I ask for. Look, they're giving a...
Just a little so it can come out like this. There it is. The only thing we ask for is a
like. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a like. It's the only thing we ask for. So much work. Everything that you have seen here today, everything that you have seen today is the result of many hours of dedicated work, all of this is just for you. Give us a like, just a little thing like that. It costs you nothing, guys.
Yeah, anyway, I take home 1,000 every show.
Yes.
$1,000. Monopoly money.
Oh.
You don't get paid.
Where do you to go through? Where's the
line?
That's precisely why. We absolutely have to figure out exactly where it would be located.
Gentlemen, B's food is waiting for us. Catherine, it's Adrian's birthday. So.
Thank you.
She's waiting for us to celebrate your
shot. Adrian, let's go. You ended up like the tripod. What? Let's go. You made it so convincing.
See you next Wednesday at 9:30. Tomorrow, Thursday, the English version. Big kiss. Love you all. Bye. Bye.
Bye for now.
Transform your ideas into unique experiences. Audiovisual production, photography, streaming, and events in the heart of Naples. Discover more at www.studio. Visit swfl.com. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and join our vibrant online community today.
Anthony Riccici Masonry, with over 30 years of experience providing high-quality masonry work. If you're looking for construction finishes, we are your solution. We offer you quality for your projects, both indoors and outdoors. Anthony Riccici Masonry, supporting soccer in Naples. Contact us at 239-405-4047. LG Home Team. Thinking about selling your house? Sell or buy your home with confidence at LG Home Team. Professional aesthetic preparation, professional staging that transforms your property. High-quality photography? Official sponsor of 239 FUTBOL Naples. One-Way Auto Care, your trusted workshop in Naples, Florida. Maintenance, repairs, and diagnostics with the best personalized service. Your car always safe, fast, and in the best hands. Learn more at One Way Utok. With Polier Builders Group CBG Naples, your partner in high-standard residential remodeling and design in Naples, Florida. We create custom-made spaces with excellence and style, considering every detail and every home. This project is presented by 239 FUTBOL Naples.
CGPS Accounting Service in the heart of Golden Gate. More than 15 years offering accounting and tax services, taxes, bookkeeping, payroll, notary services, and more. Call us at 239-434-74CER or on WhatsApp at 239 and 944-90316. CGPS Accounting Service, proud sponsor of 239 FUTBOL Naples.
Six Sigma Roofing, specialists in roofing, construction, and remodeling throughout Florida. Protect your home with quality, trust, and fast solutions for every need. Learn more at sigmaroofing.com. This message is brought to you by 239 FUTBOL Naples.
At Super Soccer, we truly live and passionately breathe football. We offer a comprehensive range of team footwear, essential fan gear, and completely custom-designed uniforms. Now you have the exciting opportunity to easily print your name and personally personalize your uniform, allowing you to proudly represent your beloved team in ultimate style. Super Soccer, sponsor of 239 FUTBOL. The Gulf Coast Adult Soccer League is the adult soccer league in Naples. Games are played at North Collier Regional Park. Men's 7 A-side soccer, women's, and co-ed categories from ages 18 up to 60. If you're looking to compete, have fun, and connect with football lovers of all ages, this is your league. 239 Football and Gulf Coast Adult Soccer League, supporting soccer in Naples.
Black Mangrove Woodworks, specialists in wood and metal design and fabrication for residential and commercial projects. From tables and counters to unique decorative structures,
Everything is handmade with premium quality.
Black Mangrove Woodworks, artisan design and fabrication in wood and metal. MangroveWoodworks.com, official sponsor of Dos Nueve Football Naples.